Another morning to layer up, and at the end of the day, not all that bad for mid-December. We're just a touch warmer than yesterday. At least we cracked the 60s today, but a lot of sunshine. Chief meteorologist Mike Burrish is tracking onshore winds and a pattern that is going to be with us for a sustained period of time. This could be pretty nasty at times, especially closer to the beaches over the second half of the week and into the weekend. Mike is also tracking the potential for some times of heavy downpours later into the week and potentially the weekend as well. Open up the WOKV app. You can listen to Mike's weather podcast, his daily discussion on demand, for a deeper dive into some of the changes that'll be coming, especially as we get closer and closer to Christmas. A lot of big weekend events happening and really week-long events in the 904. Head to our spotlight story at WOKV.com. From the staples like Deck the Chairs at James Weldon, Johnson Park, and at Jack's Beach, to what's happening with zoo lights at the Jacksonville Zoo and Gardens and all the other stuff that's happening in the Jacksonville metro area. And of course, Sunday night, the primetime matchup, Jaguars against the Baltimore Ravens. USS Mason, Mayport-based destroyer, is continuing to aid folks in the Red Sea. This time, a Norwegian ship that ultimately was targeted by Yemen-backed Houthi rebels with a missile attack. USS Mason and USS Carney have been very active in the region. In fact, just yesterday, USS Carney, the Navy, actually posting on X or Twitter video of the USS Carney and its response to recent Houthi rebel activities in the Red Sea. It's a still developing storyline. We've pushed out an alert in the WOKV app in the story this morning. We'll continue to follow these updates over the next several days. We continue to follow the ongoing investigation by Florida Highway Patrol as a young man in his early to mid-20s lost his life trying to cross Park Avenue near the Best Bet in Orange Park in the late night hours. A woman from Fleming Island evidently hit him, according to Florida Highway Patrol, remained on scene. The family of a Jacksonville man who died while in custody in Lake Butler is seeking to have his body exhumed today as they continue to seek questions and answers about ultimately how he died in 2018 on Easter Sunday. It's a storyline we'll follow updates on throughout the day. And the big story coming out of D.C. is Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky's visit to the White House and meeting with Senate and House leaders, including the new House Speaker, Mike Johnson, as the GOP is continuing to fight back against some of the funding requests by the White House over Ukraine funding and Israel. They want border security. It's been an interesting standoff over the last several weeks, and the Christmas break is just a few days away. We'll be all over this story with resources from our team in Washington, Fox's Jared Halpern, and more throughout the day. Be listening for updates on 104.5 WOKV, your smart speaker, and make sure you get our breaking news alerts in the WOKV app.